Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a banger for you today, all right? So in this video, I want us to do a trade of the day today, all right? We hit Dale, all right, Delhi, all right? We hit them for 63%. I actually closed out a little bit higher than that, but we gonna call it 63%, all right? So I'm gonna break down that. But let me say something, all right? Let me break this down for you guys. Number one, like this video for me, subscribe to the channel. Now, when we're talking about trading options and making money, it's extremely important not to look for somebody to tell you what trade to get into because you ain't never gonna learn the game, right? If you don't understand the actual process of trading. So it's like, don't be looking for somebody to give you and tell you when to get in and when to get out. You got to learn the game. And also, don't think that you could just wake up, enter into a put or a call, and that's it. It don't work like that, right? You may get lucky here and there, but you got to learn how to read price action. You got to learn how to understand market sentiment. I cannot say this stuff enough. All right. So like understand that the game that's being played right now. You have to go deep into your studies so that way you can know what you need to do. All right. So we're gonna get into this trade of the day. But what I have to say is, man, I gotta showcase this real quick. In the Discord today, people went bonkers. All right, we got Tia. Shout out to Tia. She hit Uber for 150%, man. 150%. That's crazy returns right there. And then 80%, and then 40%. That's over 200% in a day, right? Randy hit some base hits, and then he got 180% swing and 83% swing, right? But shout out to Anthony, man. Anthony hit IWM for 700%. He turned $60 into $460 in one day. 700%. That means if you put 1,000 in, you getting 8,000 back. Come on now. Come on now. Right? 766%, man. Listen, we had a ball in a Discord today. All right. QTZ got 70% off of Dell, 60% off of IWM. Mason got 135% off of AMD. All right, Shali got 110% off NVIDIA. Jay Honey got 115% off of Dell. Listen, man, these are consistent gains of 100+%. All right, so listen, if you wanna trade with us and get these gains and really learn the game, be sure to click the link in the description and join the Discord. All right. So with that being said, I want to say, everybody in the Discord, man, I'm proud of y'all. All right. I'm proud of y'all continuously learning, leveling up, and not running away from this. All right. So, like I said, so we hit Dale for 63.17%. All right. I got filled out a little bit higher. Now, I'm going to break this down for you guys. All right. I'm going to break this down. This was a swing trade from yesterday. All right. I'm going to break it down, and then you're going to understand my rationale, why I got in, why I got out, and all of that good stuff. All right, so let's go to the charts. All right, so this is the charts right here. So let's do this. All right, so let's go to Dale. We're on Dale right here. All right, so number one. I called this out on Sunday, okay? So check it out. So we have, I said calls above $132.01. That's what I said, right? Now, I entered in yesterday, all right? I entered in yesterday right here. So this was yesterday. So I entered in yesterday right around here. All right, so I took an entry on Dell here. All right, it was like 132.80. So a little bit lower. Yeah, about here. Yeah, like 132.80 is where I took my entry. Okay. So entry. All right. Boom. So I took my entry right here at 132.80. All right. Now I said 132.01. All right. That was my level that I gave on Sunday. So I took my entry right here because what happened? Stock opened up. Let's go to the 15 real quick. The stock opened up, right? Chopped around a little bit and then boom, came up here. All right. Now a better entry would have been here or right here. But because it broke above this this orb right here, I was like, okay, we about to start the run up today. Right? But it didn't pull back and then it came up yesterday, right? So by the end of the day, it closed and I was up already. I was up like 30%, 25%, right? And then we get a gap up. All right, we get a gap up and then we go up right here. All right. So it touched 136. All right. And then I actually took my exit. I took my profits right around here. All right. Took my exit right around here. Okay. Exit. All right. And that was 63%. All right. In one day. All right. In less than 24 hours, we hit Deliante. We hit it for 63% in profit. All right. And all I did was I literally took my own advice, right? I said calls above 132.01. We was right here yesterday, which was Monday, 132.01. All right, boom. All right. Waited for it to show momentum and strength. It came down here a little bit, bounced off, right? Right here, bounced off at 131.23. Bounced off, pushed up, boom. And the reason why I decided to hold it overnight is because right here, all right, the way that this candle closed right here, there's literally no selling pressure. There was no selling pressure. Sellers did not step in at all to push this stock down at all. So I was like, that's strong right there. And now, you know, we gonna hold this thing. And then we ended up holding it, gapped up to here, came up here, took profits, done deal, right? And as you can see, today, on the 15th, it's selling off some, right? Now, another reason why I decided to exit out of this position, and I want you to hear what I'm saying, is market sentiment. Tomorrow we have FOMC, right? What that does is that causes uncertainty. We don't know if rates are going to get cut or if they're going to drop. I mean, if they're going to stay the same, get cut, or they raise them, right? Quantitative easing, quantitative tightening. So because we don't know what's going to happen at FOMC tomorrow, I took my profits, right? Now, if we get good news tomorrow, then DELL is going to touch that 141. But DELL came up to and it touched 136. I'm not mad at that. I said target was 141, but when you're trading, you got to learn and know when it's time to take the profits, even if you have a higher target. Because I always say, you can always get back into the trade. I always say that, right? Sometimes I may exit early, but I know and understand I can always get back into the trade. So if I make 70% on a trade, right? Okay. I could take 30% of my profits, right? So let's say I go make $1,000 on a trade, right? I could go take $400 of that 1,000 and I could go invest into the same trade when it pulled back and anticipate it going into that direction. Now, let's say I make another 200% on that trade. That means that I would have made 400 in profit plus another 400, right? So I would have turned 400 into $1,200, and that's house money. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm okay with taking profits right here. letting the stock pull back, seeing what happens with FOMC, getting a clear direction, and then if we going up, cool. If we going down, cool. All right. But literally, this is how you make money off the watch list every Sunday. I'm literally showing it to you right here. I'm taking my own advice, right? I'm not taking somebody else's plays. These are my assessment, my analysis, and saying, okay, this is where we at. So if you took DELL, salute to you and shout out. All right. If you made money with DELL, let me know in the comments below how much you made on and what percentage you made. Okay. But we have FOMC tomorrow. There's uncertainty, and that's why you see the market flipped red. Everything gapped up, and then things started to flip to red. Reason being is because we have FOMC tomorrow. We don't know what's going on. Some investors want us to secure some profits. Simple as that. All right. So that's how we smack DELL for 60%. Listen, we do this every single day, man. We do this every single day. All right. So if you want to book a one-on-one, be sure to click the link in the description. If you want to join the Discord and trade, it's only $40 a month. Click the link in the description. Okay. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to say it with me because I say this in every single video, and I hope that it's really sticking with you. All right. I want you to get up out of your head and go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Tomorrow we got Wisdom Wednesday. All right. So we're going to bring some heat. All right. I'm going to holler at you guys on the next video. Peace.